Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ilhan Xavier from class 5 Dinamik, and I am a student from SMART. So, I'm going to talk to you about one of the application of Archimedes principle that is called Plimsoll Line. So, before we start, can you guys imagine how can a ship weigh more than 100,000 tons can float on water, but 1 kilogram of stone will sink? Physics. This is because the buoyant force is equal to the weight of the ship, and that means that the ship will always float on the water and will not sink. So, what is Plimsoll Line actually? Plimsoll Line is a reference mark located at the ship's hull. Ship's hull is below, is at the bottom of the ship, that indicates the maximum depth to which the vessel may be safely immersed when loaded with cargo. So, this Plimsoll Line can be found in all the cargo ships. Why is it called Plimsoll Line? This is because it is named after Samuel Plimsoll. Obviously, he is the founder of the Plimsoll Line. He was a member of British Parliament who was concerned about the loss of ships and crew due to vessel overloading. So, because of that, he invented Plimsoll Line to avoid from this problem happening again. Let's watch this video first and I'll explain more to you guys later.
A cargo ship is designed to carry different weight and volume of cargo under the safe limit, to avoid grounding and sinking of the vessel. The load line is a special marking, positioned amidship, which depicts the draft of the vessel, and the maximum permitted limit in distinct types of waters to which the ship can be loaded. The fundamental purpose of a load line is to allot a maximum legal limit, up to which a ship can carry the designated cargo. The buoyancy and immersion of the vessel largely depend on the type of water and its density. It is not practical to define a standard freeboard limit for the ship at all times. Hence, different geographical zones will have different prescribed load line. Deckline is a horizontal line, measuring 300 mm by 25 mm. It passes through the upper surface of the freeboard. Load line disc is 300 mm diameter and 25 mm thick round-shaped disc. It is intersected by a horizontal line. The upper edge of the horizontal line marks the summer salt water line, also known as Plimsoll Line. Load lines are horizontal lines, extending forward and aft from a vertical line, placed at a distance of 540 mm from the center of the disc. They measure 230 mm by 23 mm. The upper surfaces of the load lines indicate the maximum depths to which the ships may be submerged in different seasons and circumstances. Summer load line is the basic freeboard line, at the same level as the Plimsoll Line. Other load lines are marked based on this summer freeboard line. Tropical load line is 1/48 of summer draft, marked above the summer load line. Winter load line is 1/48 of summer draft, marked below the summer load line. Winter North Atlantic load line is marked 50 mm below the winter load line. It applies to voyages in the North Atlantic, above 36 degrees of latitude, during winter months. Freshwater load line is the summer freshwater line. The distance between summer and freshwater line is the freshwater allowance. Tropical freshwater load line is the freshwater line in tropical. It is marked above the tropical line, at an amount equal to freshwater allowance. It is important for any ship to have a safe draft, for safety and to avoid grounding. The draft can be measured vertically, between the keel and the waterline of the ship. If the ship is loaded with more cargo, the draft will increase. Load line also helps in determining the freeboard of the ship, which is the distance between the shear and the waterline. Again, if the draft increases, which means more volume of the cargo has been loaded, leading to a decrease in the freeboard. If freeboard is reduced more than the required limit, it may sink the vessel.
So, did you guys understand the video? Okay, it's like this. The Plimsoll Line. What does the alphabet mean on the Plimsoll Line? So, at the most top we have TF. What is TF? It's tropical freshwater. And below TF, we have T, that is tropical. And below that, we have F, that is freshwater. And then below it, summer, S for summer. Below it, W for winter. and the most bottom is WNA, Winter North Atlantic. So then what is the round thing at the side there that sometimes you could see the letter A, B, L, R, or many more? What does that mean? That means it is the letter indicating the registration authority. Actually, this Plimsoll Line is one of the precaution steps to avoid a ship from sinking due to overloading vessel. Yeah, because without the Plimsoll Line, we don't know if it is the cargo ship is already overweight or not. We don't know. So this is the captain's responsibility to check whether is it safe to leave the port or not. As you guys know, the cargo ship travel almost all around the world, and the density of water all around the world is not same. Warm fresh water has less density than cold fresh water, but warm sea water has a higher density of cold fresh water, while the highest density of all is the cold sea water. So let's take a look on the module that has been distributed by Cikgu Rohana Amin, and we'll check the answer together. I'll go through you one by one. As I said, a ship that is very heavy can also float on the surface of a sea. Okay, this is because the buoyant force is equal to the weight of the ship. Okay, now let's check the answers. The buoyant force acting on the ship is large enough because the ship is hollow and the volume of water displaced by the ship is sufficiently large, and the formula for it is buoyant force equals to rho Vg. The densities of water varies with location and season. Different location, different densities of water. So to ensure that a ship is loaded within safe limits, the Plimsoll Line mark on the body of the ship acts as a guide. I think that is all from me. Thank you for lending me your ears, for lending me your time, and I hope this video will help you more about this Plimsoll Line. So that is all from me. Thank you. Have a nice day.